Visit Orlando is a go-to site for tourists and people visiting Orlando to find out what's new and what's happening around the Orlando area. Visit Orlando is looking for a full-time multimedia producer that can create and manage content for digital web and social media platforms. This job screams everything we ever learned so far in media communications degree program. But for this class, this is just the perfect way to use what I learned in this class on storytelling to apply for this job. Orlando is such a big city and is filled with stories to be told, which is what Visit Orlando site viewers want to see, so that they want to come visit Orlando and spend all their time and money here exploring something new. Since this job wants someone to create storytelling visually to their audience, that's exactly what we learned when we had to create our videos, blogs, and social media accounts for our fairy tale characters in order to create a whole other world that people want to visit. These skills I can push towards creating content videos and social media posts for Visit Orlando, for people to want to come and visit and tell the story through Orlando. Facebook is currently hiring a film producer as well as someone for creative services to share and create stories through the use of videography and storytelling, which is exactly what I had to do for the Fairy Tale Project video, when I had to create a story about Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother, creating the spell which I did without even using words. Of course, for this job, I would have to develop, script, produce, and be able to edit all the content for the video itself. But all it is really adding words onto video and having people share their stories from talking about it. After even graduating from Full Sail, I would be able to qualify for this job because you must have a bachelor's degree in film or arts, as well as a knowledge in post-production, which I have from completing the fairy tale story video, as well as the videos from the excellent program sharing the stories from Warped Tour for From Ashes to New for their social media platforms. The famous Microsoft company is looking for creative directors to help them with building a VR world for Halo lovers using transmedia storytelling to bring together all the sci-fi fantasy worlds that Halo has created for itself. In this class, I wrote my paper on Halo and the actual story behind all the main characters, the different worlds, and why it has become so popular because of how the story connects with its players to make them want more of Halo. Submitting in the essay alone, I feel like I would have an advantage to be a part of this team and using transmedia storytelling from my own experience playing this game. Montclair State University is looking for someone to be an assistant professor for a class that they offer at the college, which is transmedia storytelling and production. Just alone with the fairy tale project on how we had to create a story and create different social media platforms to build upon that character's story, more for other readers to get more involved is what true transmedia storytelling is about. I don't know if I would like to teach in front of a whole class of students, but this whole month with all the assignments we have done in class and using different websites and social media platforms to get our stories across from our fairy tale books to social media itself to even video on YouTube is what makes a great transmedia storytelling assistant professor, let alone a transmedia storytelling person at all. ZeniMax Media is working alongside with Battle Cry Studios in Austin, Texas, and is looking for a writer and storyteller for their growing team at Battle Cry Studios. The experience I had about writing about a game in this class was Halo, along with RuneScape, when we had to play the game and write about our experience with it. Another thing was when we had to create the Prezi, and I included Sword Art Online, which is an anime show based on a game that I had to explain the story behind the show and what the game was truly about. Honestly, I haven't heard of Battlecry Studios before, but I checked out their website, and they make a lot of really great detailed multiplayer games, which is exactly what I'm into playing, and exactly what Sword Art Online and RuneScape is about. Storytelling is for writing in this company would give me a great opportunity to open myself in a whole different world, and get involved in a game that I would like to play and want others to play. Grabbit Interactive Media is also based out of Texas and is looking for people to help with testing and operating video software and distribute to millions of customers that access these videos through game consoles, living room devices, mobile games, and web. Although I don't know a lot about software engineering, I know how to test games and be able to give them company feedback that they're looking for and what maybe customers might want from a gamer's point of view from playing the trial run on RuneScape a couple hours a week from class. Working along with this company would be able to teach me more about HTML, JavaScript, and more that can also help me create and build games or even assist the company with designs and storytelling to improve their games for their company.